We're into our first day of the week for Prog, and you know what? It's pretty good. We're up by 13.6% so far, still about 2 hours to go until the market does close, but things are looking fantastic. The price of Prog so far is looking stable, and I'm very happy to see it. The question for this video is, where do we go from here, and what does this actually mean for us going forwards? Because I think it really is a big deal. Keep this level up and we're in a great place. I'm going to be going over all of that and more in this short video. Make sure to leave a like on it and do subscribe if you haven't already done so. But do remember, as always, this is not, I repeat, not financial advice. It's all my opinion and it's all purely speculation. View this video as entertainment and nothing else. But there is one more thing that I want to talk to you guys about. We are currently doing a fundraiser for Save the Children. We're trying to raise as much money for Save the Children as possible. And of course, all of this money is going directly to them, and the fundraiser is ending on Christmas Eve. If you can donate anything at all, please do. You'll be making a very positive difference. And now we're going to dive into the video. So where we're going to start off with is the simple chart. Now the simple chart on the 1 day is very clear to see that we are moving in a nice way for the whole day so far. 9:30 saw it open up on a price of 310 roughly, and from there you will see we had our first rise. Now this took us to a high at 332, but from there we fell back down for a while, and this took us back to about 319 or somewhere around that range. Now from there we had the real breakout. It took us up to a high of the day so far, which was up at 351. Now from there, a bit of a sell-off is occurring. We're coming back down to a more normal level and a more stable level, but one thing is good, we do appear to be kind of consolidating now around this range of 337, and that is a good thing. So as of current, the price is holding stable, which is nice to see, and we are now coming back to a more normal level, actually closer to where we were at those highs in the last 5 days. Now on the month, you'll see we're still in a great place for Prog. We're seeing this trend continue to an extent. We're having a bit of a drop, then we're having a bit of a breakout, now we're having a bigger drop. The question is, can this breakout continue, and can we get above 350 and potentially up to $4? Because it would put us in an ideal position if we can get up to $3 or $4, and I'll explain why in just a couple of moments. But first, I want to have a look with you guys at a few of our technical indicators on the 1 day, on the 5 day, and also on the 1 month, because things are looking good for a few of these. Now, the 1 day data, as I have said many times in the past, in my personal opinion, and again, that's not going to be financial advice, but in my view, it's not too important. Unless you are day trading the stock or something like that. But for those of you who are interested in the 1 day data, moving average just a little bit above where we are. That's to be expected because we are now seeing consolidation. Trend for the RSI also looking good, 2 points off neutral. Great place to be, and it's also something that you would expect because we are now seeing some stability in price. And come up to the trend on the MACD. It came bearish for a while because we did have this drop, but now that is also stabilizing and going back up, so that's a good thing to see as well. I still think we're in a good position on the 1 day. Now come out to the past 5 day and you'll see things are looking okay for this too. We're looking at a moving average just a little bit below this time where we are right now. I'm happy to see that as well. It's not out of the normal levels and it is still a good place. Now come out to what we've seen down here for our RSI. That is on 52 as well. That is also fine. It's actually very close to where we want to be, and it couldn't really be in much of a better position in my opinion at all. Now the trend for our MACD is quite neutral. It came down, it cooled off a little bit because of that drop that we have seen, but is still in a fair level, and I'm happy to see that too. Now volume for today, you will see it is a bit more spread out, but it is still there. Volume is a lot better than what we have been seeing recently, and I'm happy to see that. Now, as I have always said with a lot of these stocks especially, volume is and always has been a big driver of price. Do remember that, because volume coming back into the stock is going to be crucial in my opinion going forwards. So I'm happy to see that volume is here. I'm happy to see that volume is looking okay at 35 million, and whilst it is nowhere near what it has been in the past, it is still fairly okay. Now, a few of our 1 month figures you will see we're sat on 57 for the RSI. It's coming up a little bit because of the rise that we have had, but oftentimes that does occur and it's not too big of a problem. A few of our other indicators, we're sat on a MACD trend which is still becoming bearish, but do bear in mind this is also a lagging indicator. Sometimes it does take a bit of time to catch up, so that is completely fine. And like I said, volume at the bottom is what you can see, and it is still very low, but it is a lot better than what we've been seeing quite recently. Now what I want to talk about with you guys is going to be our options, and these are the options which are expiring on the 19th of this month, so not too long until these expire, 4 days apparently. So you will see the option prices and the actual volume that we have for these options down here. Now, as always, we do have some ridiculous options which are going to be out of the money, coming up to 750, 550 even. We're looking at volume figures of 1.1k. We're looking at 600, 6.4, 550, coming down to 5, which is a little bit out, but it's not too far off in my opinion. I mean, I don't think it's going to hit it, but I can understand why some people thought it was. We're sat on 3.9k, come up to 450, which isn't really too unreasonable at all. That is on 3.1k. Now, what is completely reasonable in my opinion is 350 and 4. 350 is very, very close to where we are, and it is something that absolutely can occur. Volume for 350 is sat on 7.7k. Now you will see that is just out of the money, but it is something that we could possibly see by the next 4 days. So I do have a full faith that that could occur. Emphasis on the word could, because it is not guaranteed. But come down to here and you will see also at 450 we're looking at high volume. Oh, sorry, at $4 we're looking at high volume of 5.3k as well, which is still very good. So again, there is a definite possibility of 350 occurring. Coming up to 4, it's a little bit more unlikely, but it could still happen. And I think if we do see this push up maintain into Friday and into the rest of the week, we could definitely see those options actually expire in the money, which would of course be a great thing for the long investors on this stock. Now, the last thing that I want to have a look at is going to be the puts. Now, puts for the upcoming expiry date, like I said, they're also looking fairly good. Now, come out to here, you will see there are a couple of puts which are just out of the money. Now, these puts are at $3. There's 4.8k of them. Of course, it is looking worse off than the data for the calls, but honestly, I do not think the stock is going to come down to $3, in the next couple of days. I think this one is looking more likely to have those calls expire in the money than the puts. It's just my opinion, of course, but we're 10 cents away from having those calls expire in the money. Now, like I said, there is still some time for this to happen. It is going to take a couple of weeks, a couple of days, probably, to get that consolidation going. But we do still have 4 days, and we do want to see that maintenance of the current price into the next couple of days. But again, a push up to 350 is ideal. Come up past there, come up to $4, we're in a great place. And again, $4 is not an unreasonable place either. We have been there many times in the past. If we draw out the quick technical chart, you will see $4 is this mark here. We hit it here as well. We came very close to it here, and we actually had a wick above it, and we actually hit it for a small period here. So $4 is something that absolutely can occur, but it has been a little bit of a level of resistance in the past. So we want to find some consolidation above it, hopefully in the next couple of days, but ultimately that is the next goal in my opinion. Consolidation above 4 would put us in a fantastic position with Prog, and after today's push, I think it is completely possible in the next couple of days, hopefully, but ultimately possibly in the next couple of weeks. So I hope you enjoyed that video. Thank you for watching through till the end, but let me tell you about our Discord. So on your screen you will be seeing the N2S Finance Discord. Obviously it is split into multiple sections. Basically at the top we have updates from me and all that kind of good stuff. If you scroll down a bit further we have the main sections where we focus on cryptos, SPACs and other hot stocks including penny stocks, even stable growth stocks as well, and we even have a special AMC GME chat. If you scroll down you can see some research and DD from the community. We also have funny memes and you can see actual contributions from members down here. And again, if you do join us, it is completely free, link is down below. But if you do want to become a Patreon, you will actually get a pink sticker which will be displayed on your name. So your name will come up in pink as mine comes up in red down here, and that will show that you are a Patreon. But other than that guys, you can join completely for free down below. You do not have to pay anything if you do not want to. Thank you for watching, see you soon.